Have you ever heard of the Hope Diamond? It's described as the most perfect blue diamond in all of the world. It's one of the most valued gems on the planet with an estimated value of $250 million. Has an amazing history. It's been passed from various kings and queens. Originally was in the possession of King Louis of France, who gave it to Marie Antoinette. Catherine the Great had it for a time. I'm referring to my wife, of course. No. Also, King George of England had it, and various other wealthy people. But yet, despite its enormous value, one of the more eccentric owners of the Hope Diamond often strapped it to her pet dog's collar while living in Washington, D.C. And apparently, she would often misplace it at parties and make a children's game of finding the Hope Diamond. Can you imagine such a thing? Well, eventually it came into the possession of a diamond merchant named Harry Winston. He ultimately donated it to the Smithsonian Institute, where it now sits. But here's the interesting thing. Harry Winston sent the Hope Diamond to the Smithsonian Institute in the U.S. mail, which is a dicey proposition to begin with, wrapped in a brown paper bag. Can you imagine being the person who's opening the mail that day? Oh, we have this. Oh, well, look at this. It's the Hope Diamond. Imagine something so valuable being so uncared for, being put on a dog's collar, lost at a party, and wrapped in a brown paper bag. Now it sits under lock and key in the Smithsonian Institute behind bulletproof glass. But I think there's something more valuable than the Hope Diamond that is often unappreciated, and I'm speaking, of course, of our personal salvation, an incredible gift that God gives to every person who puts their faith in Jesus Christ. Really, this is the greatest thing God has given to each of us, and often we take it for granted.